In this video, I'm going to install a Straight Talk Wireless micro SIM card into my brand new Nexus 4 cell phone. So let's get to it. So this is for you guys in the United States. You have several options for a cell phone carrier. The major ones are AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and Sprint. Of course, then you have Metro PCS, which is going to be merging with Sprint, and several other regional carriers. And then you have MVNOs, which are carriers such as Straight Talk, which piggyback on another carrier's wireless towers. So Straight Talk has service that you can use through T-Mobile. I believe they also can piggyback on Sprint. And then, of course, you have the big two. They can piggyback on AT&T and Verizon. Now, being that the Nexus 4 is not an LTE device, and it's not compatible with Verizon's network, I chose a Straight Talk wireless SIM card that's compatible with the AT&T network. Now, why would you want to piggyback on one of the larger wireless networks when you can just go through them and get service directly to them? Well, it's because of price. If you go with Straight Talk, you can get a plan for $45 a month. You get unlimited talk, text, and data. That's half the price I'm paying right now with AT&T. I'm paying about $92 and change with AT&T. Now with Straight Talk, I'll be spending $45 and then whatever tax is on top of that. The other benefit with going with Straight Talk is that you're not locked into a contract. I can go anywhere at any time, which is a good thing because I found during my time with AT&T, I wanted to get out of the contract a couple of times. For instance, this time last year, I wanted to go with the Galaxy Nexus on Verizon Wireless so I could use the LTE on that, but I chose not to because I was locked into my contract, and paying an early termination fee to me is a waste of money. So I'll let you know how Straight Talk works out for me. Again, I'm not signing any contracts, so if I don't like it, I can always go to AT&T again if I want to. And as of right now, my AT&T contract expires in February of 2013, so I have a little time between now and then to cancel the contract to see if I want to stay with Straight Talk or just stay with AT&T. And in the meantime, I'm going to be downgrading my AT&T service and getting rid of the data. So that will basically have me paying the same amount every month that I'm paying right now, but I'll have two different cell phones. But that's only going to be a temporary situation. So let's see how you install the SIM card and get service set up with Straight Talk Wireless on the Google Nexus 4 made by LG. So the first part in this process is installing the SIM card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my bumper case because otherwise I can't access the SIM card, and hopefully that's an easy process. I haven't tried it yet. So there we go. So here's the SIM tool that came with the Nexus 4, and let's get that out of here. Now you don't really need this tool. You could just use a paper clip or a pin, but it does come with a tool. And if you're wondering what that weird noise is, my cat is cleaning himself right behind the camera here. So here's the SIM card slot here, and as I showed you in one of my previous videos, you have the pinhole right there. So basically you just take this here and you stick it right in there, and it should eject the little tray here. And again, this is a micro SIM. So there we go. There's the tray. And what I need to do is pull the Straight Talk wireless card, SIM card, and put it in the tray here. So here's the SIM card, here's the tray, and I believe it's going to go in like this. There we go. So let me just put it back in the phone here. There we go. And now we have the SIM card in there. So now I can put the bumper case back on. There we go. Now the other thing you're going to need, I got this kit, this Straight Talk kit, through straighttalk.com. And I believe I got the SIM card and then this, which is $45, 30 days of service, unlimited minutes, text, and data nationwide anytime, and of course unlimited calls to 411. So I got this $45, and I believe the SIM card was an additional 10 or 15. I don't remember, but it was around $60 with shipping that I paid for this kit. And you need to buy another one of these every 30 days. Or you can just call it in and use your credit card if you want. If you don't have a credit card, you can buy this at Walmart. Now, Straight Talk is, I believe, a track phone company, and it is only sold through Walmart. So the next step in this process is I have to call this 800 number, actually it's an 855 number, or go to straighttalksim.com. And basically what I have to do is activate the SIM card from there. So let me do that, and I'll join back up with you when I'm done with that. So I went on straighttalksim.com and activated my phone, and it was very easy. All I had to do was enter in a couple of numbers, the serial number that they give you in this package, also the code on this $45 thing here, and also my contact information and whatnot. It was very simple, and I actually made a call off of it, and it was fine. Now, in order for data and MMS to work, you have to change the APN settings. And in order to do that, on this phone, you take two-finger swipe down, and you get into the settings here, and jump into settings here, and then where it says wireless and networks, go into more, and then where it says mobile networks, go into mobile networks down here, and hit access point names. So right now it says AT&T WAP, WAP.singular. And I'm going to enter here and see what I can do to change it. The APN name should be Straight Talk. I don't know if that's important, if I can name it anything I want, but I'm going to do what it tells me on the directions. Hit OK. APN here says WAP singular. It wants me to change it to AT&T.MVNO or just ATT.MVNO. Hit OK. Wants me to change the proxy right now. The proxy is wireless.singular.com. It wants me to change it to proxy.mvno.trackphone, TRACFONE.com. Port 80, that stays the same. Now I have a username and a password. They're not set, and it doesn't say anything to actually set it, so we're going to skip that. And the next thing here says server, which says singulargprs.com. Doesn't say anything to change that, so I'm going to leave that. The next thing I have to change is MMSC, and that's right here. What's the default here is mmmsc.singular.com, and actually that stays the same. And it doesn't have the backslash, so I'll just get rid of that. And the next thing is MMS proxy. Right now it says wireless.singular.com. I'm going to have to change that to a number they give me, and I really don't know if that's a generic number or if it's a number specific to my phone here. So I'm actually going to just do that in private, and then it says MMS port here, and it says not set. It should be port 80. So let me get the MMSC squared away, and we'll see if it works. So the next thing to do is to reboot the phone. And then I'll turn the Wi-Fi off, and we'll see if I can actually get data on this device. So I have the Wi-Fi turned off on this device, and I brought up my Google Chrome browser here, and let's just look up something and see if it'll use the data. Look up theverge.com and hit go. I get the mobile site, and it's bringing it up, and there we go. So it looks like everything works, and it was pretty easy to get it up and running. Now, I will update you on Straight Talk if it's worth using, if you get the same quality of service that you get with AT&T, because again, I'm piggybacking AT&T's network, I'm just paying half the price. But we'll see if you get what you pay for, or if this is really a good deal. Okay, it's the next day, and I just wanted to give you an update on how I got Straight Talk Wireless to work on my Nexus 4. Now, as I showed you, I changed some information in the access point names field here, and everything worked except MMS's. So what I had to do was delete the one that I was editing and create a brand new one, only entering the information in from Straight Talk. And once I did that, everything worked. Internet, talk, text, and MMS. So far so good on this. I'm actually going to take it out on the road today and see the coverage I get with Straight Talk, which should be just the same as AT&T. But again, being an MVNO, we'll see if there's any compromises or if you're getting basically the same thing. And I'll keep you posted on that in future videos. So that pretty much does it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. As always, if you like what you see, please subscribe. And if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.